What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway, Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. I wanted to make this video for my parents, like I feel like a lot throughout life, I haven't been able to make them proud. Like, yeah, I graduated high school. Yeah, I graduated college, but didn't really do nothing with my degree. Was doing something that you know, I ain't need my degree to get. And although I'm doing okay, it's not, I'm not making them proud doing what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? And now I got this YouTube page, man, and I can honestly say, see them being proud of me, man, that shit fills me up with joy, man. My pops, he moves around in this Dominican boxing business. You know what I'm saying? And not business, well, used to. How about that? That's probably a better way to put it. But he still has those relationships. And the fact that I know he brags about me, the fact that I know he brings me up, or he'll shoot an interview of mine into the group chat that he's in and be like, yo, that's my son. And I went to the Teofimo fight with Taylor, and one of his friends who I never met ran into me. He's like, yo, Joel, oh shit. He took a picture with me. He's like, yo, I'm in the group chat with your dad. And man, he's always talking about you. And other people that know my father tell me, like, yo, he's super proud of you and what you're doing. And I'm like, man, that's dope. That's like a really, really dope feeling to know that my dad is super proud of me. You know what I'm saying? And my mom, she's gonna reap the rewards of me trying to make my father proud. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna take this far, man. This is gonna I've earned my position in boxing media. Like, I feel like when I meet somebody in the boxing media, if they don't know me, if they don't know who I am, they've never seen my work, then they're not really working. They're not really out here hustling and doing research if they don't know who I am at this point. You know what I'm saying? I was on Showtime, like literally the All Access. I came out on that. And I got credential for a pay-per-view event. I wish I had the credential around here somewhere so I could show y'all. But point is, I was there. I interviewed Calvin Ford Tank there. Boots, Bozy Ennis. Don't believe me? Go check my resume. This is all 99% of the things I mentioned, I all did this year. There was a few interviews that I mentioned that I haven't, like I haven't interviewed Puello this year, which I should now that his suspension has already been issued. I should interview him. But yeah, man, I gotten so far. And backtracking into my Jim Lampley interview, I did that 2-3 months ago, and then my page got demonetized, and I didn't want to cut it up and put it out then because I wasn't gonna make no money off of it. So I was like, whatever, I'll just wait until I win my appeal. And I won my appeal, and I'm back. So then I started releasing it. And when I started releasing it, it just so coincidentally, which I don't think is coincidental. I think that's God's intervention right there, because coincidences like that just don't happen. I get a Mauricio Suleiman interview, I think on Monday, and then on Tuesday, the Jim Lampley interviews were already scheduled to come out. That's why every day I've been dropping a different Jim Lampley clip for my interview. So damn, like, yo, that's perfect. And if you watch that interview, man, that interview was so deep. Because I've obviously, to edit it, I had to watch it over again. Man, that interview was so deep. You know what it is to get a legend like Jim Lampley, right? HBO boxing, the voice of boxing for fucking 30 years. I got that dude's life story from the time he was born to how his father died, and his mother made him watch a Sugar Ray Robinson fight because that's what his dad would do. And he became a boxing fan after seeing Muhammad Ali and being upset that he changed, seeing Cassius Clay and being upset that he changes to Muhammad Ali, and how he learned a lot from that, and how he went to college and got a job out of ABC as soon as he graduated college and went on through the ranks and to becoming this superstar. And then we started talking about after what he's doing now. He's a college professor. And then he started talking about what his thoughts were on Adames and Canelo and Tito Trinidad and Lennox Lewis and Oscar De La Hoya. And he gave a bunch of stories of fights he's covered. It was a fantastic interview, man. Like, amazing. And I own that. Like, all jokes aside, not even just because it was my interview, like, all jokes aside, you put that interview in front of my face and it would have been a different person asking the same exact question and the interview went exactly the same, I would be like, yo, that dude did an amazing job. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I own that, and I know if in 10 years, 20 years down the line, they want to do a documentary about his life, there's no way they're not going to want footage from that interview. There's no way. There's no way. It was one of my greatest accomplishments, which, you know, like I said earlier, you know, well, like I said in my previous live is, you know, there's not a lot of men in this business and people don't understand the job of a journalist. And I feel like I know the assignment because I went to college, and shout out to Hunter College, which prepared me to be the journalist I am today. So I definitely want to give them their credit. Professor David Alm was absolutely amazing, a tough journalist who taught me how to be tough and ask the tough questions and what the job of a journalist was. Shout out to David Alm. And Bernard Stein. I hope he's still with us. He was old at the time, so I hope he's still with us, and I hope he gets to see this video, man. He's the first man that ever made me feel like a real journalist. He's the professor that made me feel like this is who you are. And I just want to say I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot, Professor Stein. You were great inspiration in my life, and I'm very grateful. And I just want to let you know that one of your pupils is doing good out here because of the lessons you taught. You know, you did a great job. I want to say that. So, yeah, man, look at my Michelle Rivera interview. Man, you know what it is? I've told this story a few times, and I gotta say it again. Like, you know what it is, right? So at the weigh-in, I go to Michelle Rivera because it's before the weigh-in. I got there early. Shout out to my man Gritty. My man Gritty was there. We were both there early. I saw Michelle. I went to give him a pound. He was looking all weight drained and like kind of like, you know, and I didn't know if he was just weight drained or it was like, you know, like everybody's a little weight drained. So I was like, damn, he looked a little drained. But I was like, whatever. I was like, yo, what's up? I was like, I'm not going to interview him because I'm going to let him rest, get some water. I know I could catch him right after the interview, right after the weigh-in, excuse me. I gave him a Dominican boxing shirt. Yo, he gave me a pound. He gave me a hug, actually. He was like, yo, bro, yo, you know I love you. You came all the way from New York just to see me? Like, that's it? This is what you're here for? Not like, he was surprised it wasn't like, oh, yeah, I'm also here for a convention for my job and to no. I was like, nah, I'm just here to see you. I'm here to cover you. And I was like, man, this dude told me he loved me. He told me how the Dominican community supports me. Like, he was showing me mad love. So I was like, man, I definitely want him to win. And he goes and he is blown out. Got dropped. Bro, I was feeling horrible. He's in the hotel room. Him and his pops are there, you know, looking all dejected, bro. And I got to pull out my camera and ask him, yo, can I get an interview? You know how hard that was for me to do that? Just to ask. And we'll get to the question, but for me to pull out my camera and go, yo, man, can I get an interview? And his words were, yo, man, you came all the way up from New York to Las Vegas to see me. So, of course, man, I'll give you an interview. And I wasn't easy on him. You know, I asked him about, you know, the angles that Frank Martin was giving him. I asked him, like, what happened? And is he going to move to 140? And it was one of my most courageous moments of my life. Forget my journalism career, just my life in general. It was most like, damn, you know how brave you are to go and ask him for, like, he could have been like, yo, Joel, this is what the fuck you here for? You like, you don't see the moment? You think I want to, you know, he could have flipped out. I don't know what his reaction could have been, but he trusted me and my journalistic integrity. And I didn't disappoint the journalists of asking fluff questions. I didn't disrespect the people who watch my channel. So, you know, again, the whole point of this video is to be like, man, I made my parents proud. And now I'm thinking about it, man. I'm making a journalist proud, the real journalist, not these, because I think there's a difference between content creator and journalist. Just because you do interviews don't make you a journalist. Yo, a lot of times you guys be having these guys with interviews and they'd be like, yo, who you think is going to win? Spencer Crawford, Inuia Fulton. Who's your top 5 pound for pound? Bro, that's not an interview. You could have fucking just DM'd him that. He could have answered that. You got to ask questions about who he is. We want to know who you are. Who are you? That's what like my Raymond Murataya interview. I interviewed it. I was trying to get to know him, but he seemed very like kind of like not letting me in. But then there's a guy like Jason Rosario and who poured out his heart, his soul, told me his life story and had a deep conversation. I gotta have him retell me that story in studio. I gotta have that story in studio. I'm gonna make it look nice, put subtitles, and cause I definitely gotta redo that. He's gonna be coming to New York soon, so I gotta get him on. That's my man. Shout out to Jason Rosario, man. I like him a lot. I like him personally a lot. And he's fucked up in his career, but you know, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna judge him too much. How about that? I'm not perfect either in my life. I've made mistakes. Now, whether he wants to come back or not, or stay retired, that's on him. But I'm not gonna judge him either way. He made his mistakes. He knows what he did wrong, and you know, you can't look back too much in life. You can't be looking over your shoulder the whole life. You gotta learn how to forgive yourself sometimes when you fuck up. Yeah, man. Yo, this journey of journalism has really like enlightened me as to who I am. I'm very comfortable in my skin. That's why I talk like that. How I talk like I'm talking right now. Like I'm very comfortable with my skin. That's why when people are like, "Oh my God, you're interviewing Mauricio," and you was asking him all these questions, I'm like, "Yo, bro, I'm myself. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know I'm not, I don't stand for bullshit. I don't do that. When I'm on the Twitter space, I talk the way I talk, how I'm talking right now. And then when you see me in person, it's gonna be the same way. I'm very respectful. But the moment I feel like you're trying to play me and not answer questions, I'm gonna have to push a little bit. And like I saw in my Suleiman interview, I still kept it professional. Like people want to make it seem like, yo, I flipped out on them, or nah, I kept it professional. That was a professional interview. You get what I'm saying? And even at the end, I'm pretty sure he felt he probably ain't liked the line of questioning, but I'm sure he felt like I was being fair to him. Because even at the end, he was like, yo, anytime you want me on, just let me know. Which I'm holding you to that. Mauricio Suleiman, I want to interview you, but only about your life story. I don't want to interview you about anything that has to do with, Carlos Adames or franchise champion, none of that. Listen, you told me on my interview that anytime I want you back on, I could get you on. So this is me putting it out there. Watch my Jim Lampley interview. See my style of interviewing, how I get people's life story. And then if you're willing to do that with me, I would like a sit down with you where me and you could have a conversation and just you told me about your life story. You know what I'm saying? Because you may have a really interesting life story. I don't know, but we don't know who Mauricio Suleiman is. All we know is that he's the WBC president. That's all we know, and that he's Jose Suleiman's son. We don't know nothing else about him. So I won't get too much into your current personal life, but I want to know where you're from and how you grew up. You know what I'm saying? What was the tough things of growing up with your father as a WBC president? What was the fun things of your father being the WBC president? I want to know more about you. So I'm going to hold you to what you told me. I want to interview you, but not about the WBC. I want to interview you about you. All right, guys, that's my video. This is a long video, but I felt like it was necessary. I had a lot to get off my chest. So if you guys stood all the way to the end, first of all, thank you so much, man. That meant a lot to me. That means that you're actually awake in life, that you're fucking really listening. You using your coconut. You're not just fucking playing this shit and cleaning the house. You genuinely listening and getting lost in the conversation with me. So if you've lasted all the way to here, thank you so much. Bro, and honestly, I feel like I deserved it. Go to BroadwayJoel.com, man. Buy yourself a Dominican boxing shirt, man. That's the best way to support me. I know a lot of y'all want to support me, and, maybe a super chat. Y'all don't feel like y'all getting enough back. Like, damn, all he is they're going to put my comment up and read it. That's all I'm getting. Some people look at it like that, as opposed to like, nah, I'm going to just send a super chat because I want to support. If that's not enough support for me, yo, go into BroadwayJoel.com and buying the Dominican boxing shirt. Yo, bro, I'm telling y'all, the quality of this shirt is crazy, like super nice. Yo, I really worked hard on this, man. And the people who I paid to make it really worked hard on it. So if you guys want to support me, man, go to BroadwayJoel.com, buy yourself a shirt, and I'm telling you, man, you're not gonna regret it. I'm telling you, you're not gonna regret it. You're gonna be like, damn, man, I should have been bought this shirt. Now I got it in red. Now I'm gonna get the navy blue and the royal blue just to support. And one could be for my gym clothes. One could be for when I just want to chill, look good. One could be for when I go to the fights. And now you got 3 different shirts that are Dominican boxing for different use. And by the way, hoodies, hats, mugs, pins, car stickers, all of that is coming soon. Don't worry about that. I know I've been getting a lot of requests. I'm gonna start selling my own flags. I'm about to start really getting busy with this shit, but I need people to start buying the shirts though. Show me y'all gonna support. So start buying the shirts. Go to BroadwayJoel.com, buy yourself a shirt, and I hope I don't have to say like, yo, follow me on Instagram, Broadway Joel, and follow me on Twitter @_Broadway Joel. I hope that's not something I have to do, but definitely do that if you haven't already, and hit the subscribe button. But all right, guys, that's my video. Make sure you hit the like, and comment. Comment what you felt about this video. If it was deep, if you felt like you got something out of it, if you like my hair, if you bought a shirt and you just want to let the world know I bought a shirt, comment that for me. And shout out to everybody, and thank you for watching all the way to the end. All right, guys, until next time, peace.